There's this turtle dove doing some sounds. Oh my god. My head is like, don't get me wrong, like we found one last year and saved. It's probably that one. I don't know. Well, this looks weird, but in a good way. In a good way. Hi, it's me again. Inia. For those of you who don't know who I am and what the hell I'm doing here, I'm Inia. I'm an artist living in Transylvania, Romania, and apparently I'm into doing these review-ish kind of videos. So today I want to show you guys something I really fancy and I'm really using lately in my illustration. This is one of my favorite things, although can you call it favorite if you just found out about it? I mean, not really found out about it, but I'm just expanding my knowledge about it. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is much simpler than that. I want to talk to you today about these. These are NERO LEDs. Well, LEDs and pencil and NERO bars. Some are Cretacolor and some are Kohinoor brand. And yes, they're awesome. This is not your average graphite, but rather it's a LED that produces this rich, dark black, and they come in different hardnesses. And let's talk about it in my sketchbook. Okay? Okay? Yeah. So I kept waiting for the sun to go down, but it's just not working out, and therefore I moved on this table here, which is our little table in the studio, but it's in the other corner. So this is not my desk, it's just a coffee table, but it will have to work. So let me just show you the NERO LEDs and pencil and blocks a bit closer. Okay, so last week, first of all, I found these ones. These are black drawing LEDs. They come in different gradations. Now these are made by Kohinoor, which is a Czech, I believe. Yes, it's a Czech company. They are very old. Kohinoor has been making LEDs and pencils since forever. Let me just grab a chair because this is very hard for me to be standing. Meow. There we go. So these are very much available in my country, and they come in different gradations meaning they are hard and extra hard and soft, medium, extra soft. I got these ones, which are gradation 2, and they're supposed to be soft. They are very nice LEDs. They go well into my favorite short pencil by Kaweco. I heard that some people have problems pairing these two, but honestly, I never had any problem with these LEDs and this LED holder. If you want to see more about this LED holder, there's a video I have available, and I will link it in the description for you for easy access. Okay, so I found these 2 years ago, and they come in this little pack, padded, very nice, and there's 6 of them in here, and they look like this. They're also marked. Let me see. There you go. They're marked with the company's name, Kohinoor Hartmut, and some kind of a series that helps you identify them. So these are very nice, okay? But last week I found this guy. which I saw an illustrator I'm following, an illustrator from Hungary. I believe she's from Budapest, Szilvia. She's been using these for a while now, and I always wanted to get some, but I had the LEDs, and I thought, well, probably they're the same thing, but not quite. This is gradation too. It's soft. It's the black artist LED like the other one, but this is made by Cretacolor, which is an Austrian brand. You can see it over here too. Austria, yes. I've been using this for a week now, and honestly, this is kind of different from those. Even though they're supposed to be the same type of LED, the same type of material. I tried to find the Cretacolor 5.6 millimeter LED, so these, but made by Cretacolor. However, I couldn't find them anywhere in my city, and it wasn't quite okay to like order it online, because I usually order more stuff online when I have to place an order, not just LEDs, you know. Anyway, but I found these at the local art shop. It's a local art shop called ART MELANGE, and Mr. Peter helped me very much by finding these for me. So he had them in gradation 2, which should be the same as this, and in gradation 3, which is a medium, so a soft and a medium. Now I'm gonna swatch this for you, so just you can see how they look swatched. I'm just gonna put them aside. We're gonna get this. This is the Art Creation Sketchbook by Royal Talents. Now in this one, the paper is it's not white, but it's like an off-white creamy paper, just so you know. And these are some swatches I have on the other page and some stuff. But yeah, I prepared a little page here for us. Yeah, I hope this will turn out okay with this arrangement here. So yes, the first one is the Cretacolor Nero Soft number 2 gradation 2 pencil. It's not a number 2 pencil, so it's not an HB as Americans use the gradation with the number 2 and 1 and 3. It's just their own gradation system for this pencil. Okay, so number 2 for the Nero Cretacolor is soft. Yeah, you see it also has numbers similar to the Kohinoor ones over here. So this is a very soft and very rich pigmented pencil. It's buttery smooth. Okay, it's really buttery smooth. You can basically get such a dark black with it. It's unbelievable, but also it goes all the way up to very, very light. Okay, so look at this, and it doesn't reflect as graphite would. Now in comparison, I will use this 2B LED that I have in my LED holder. Okay, and so this is 2B. It's also made by Cretacolor, this LED I have here. But I just want you to see the comparison of graphite versus the Nero pencil. Okay, look at that. Look how reflective the graphite is. And I'm gonna bring it closer to you. Okay, look at that. That's amazing. Now I use these for shading as well as for lining sometimes, because I love just the way you can use it to ink things, ink, ink things, you know. But because it's smooth, using pressure, you can actually produce lines similar to a dip pen, you know. It's very nice. I like it. And I like the darkness you can get. Get the darkness out. It's very nice. So this is the Cretacolor pencil. Okay. Now let's move to the lead. Now I'm just gonna grab my lead holder and put one in. As you can see, it's longer than my clutch pencil here, but it doesn't matter. It will probably break because I'm gonna push a bit. So this is also gradation 2, okay? It's smooth, don't get me wrong, it's very nice. You can get, oh man, this, I keep pushing my elbow into the tripod. Yeah, that's why I look like an idiot holding the pencil, because I'm trying to draw the lines and not kick the tripod out. So again, this is very nice. It's very similar. You can, again, ink with it, with, you know, ink with it. But I've noticed a difference. It's a very nice lead. I've been using this for a year now. But I have to say, the other one, the Cretacolor, is much softer. Again, if you have this, like, expect a medium out of this. The NERO and Cretacolor is much softer. It's just, it's very subtle. I probably, only someone who's been using these for a while can actually see the difference, but yeah. Now we have the bars. Now the bars are made to use on larger surfaces and stuff like that. They come marked as this, Cretacolor Nero 3, Cretacolor Nero 2. I can't say they leave a residue on the hands. They don't really leave a residue. They're kind of oily when you touch them. I think they're treated with something, because if I take this, see, it leaves a mark. I can feel it's more powdery. If I take this, again, it's sort of oily, but you see the tip leaves a mark on my hand. And these are sort of oily, just like the lead. So yeah, I think they're treated, so you can hold them and play with them for big surfaces. For big surfaces, this should be great. But also, I played a bit with them. Let me see in this part. I don't know if you can see. I played with them a bit and I swatched them a bit before today, and they have a really good point retention or edge retention. But anyway, you can use these to form different lines and mark making. Is this the two? Like, play with them like crayons, you know, when you were little, or just use them for larger areas to fill in big chunks of dark pigment, rich dark pigment. Oh man, I love it. It's very soft. And see, I pushed and I pushed into the paper, and still I only used this little edge. So it does have good Oh, good retention. So this is the medium. This is the sorry, this is the soft. The medium, it's a bit, it it's a bit waxy. You can feel it. I mean, you can definitely feel a difference between the soft and the medium. Still, with pressure, a bit more of pressure, you do get um, dark marks. But the other one is softer. I like it more. It's, I don't know, when you use it, you feel like this very important person or something. I don't know if that makes any sense, but look at that. These are fantastic. These are all fantastic. Um, for comparison, maybe if you want me to compare a bit more, let's compare it with this. This is a Progreso made by Kohinoor, yes, made by Kohinoor. A Progreso 6B woodless pencil. I use this for shading and sometimes this line work I'm talking about. But again, so it's a 6B. A 6B is very, very soft, yeah? Look at that. The soft NERO versus the 6B. Yeah, it's different. It's so much, a bit of sand. So much softer, so much darker, and non-reflective again. It is a bit different. It's not like using graphite, but it's not like using charcoal, so it's not the same thing. And also, I know Faber-Castell makes their new pit matte pencil, and Staedtler makes the carbon black pencil, but these are not the same thing. It's different. I don't know what the difference is exactly, but I'm gonna get an update on this video and tell you what the difference is, while I actually know for sure, because at the moment I can't really figure out. What I know is that I've been using these, and I've been using Staedtler and Faber-Castell, and Faber-Castell is totally different than Staedtler, and both of those are totally different than these. Super professional opinion. So now, let me just sketch something really fast with these. The sun is down. No casting of shadows on my desk, so we can move there. And I have a little illustration planned with these guys. So yeah, that's gonna be a little speed drawing type of thing. But look how pretty, all the marks. Yes, all the black marks. It's pretty. Getting ready for the illustration. I'm using a new tool here. I found it on at the flea market, and I saw Frenard use one, and I really wanted one, but they were quite expensive, so I found that straight edge for, I don't know, $2 or something. So I'm just sketching up some houses here from memory, from imagination, using a Caran d'Ache 2mm fixed pencil with a 2B lead and my little trusty eraser, because, man, I love erasers. Here I'm showing you a very nice point on the NERO Cretacolor pencil with a good sharpener. A good sharpener can get you places, but it does hold the point really well. And I'm using that block I showed you before. It's the soft block. And look at that. You can really use the edges and just go in there and create textures. And then I'm using the pencil again to go around the little windows and such. Blendability is great. Using a paper stump there, you see. But yeah, I can see using these blocks of narrow lead to fill up
areas, larger areas. It saves time and it gives you a nice base to build upon. And then again, I'm going with the Nero because it has that beautiful point, thanks to the M plus R, M plus R, M plus R, M plus. It's a sharpener. It's a good brand, and I have several from them. So you can see here that I'm using Nero LED upon Nero LED upon Nero LED. So you can really build up values and tones and shadows with it. For example, where you can see the trees and the bushes, that part I really pushed the core into the paper, and it created those very dark, rich tones. And then you can see the same thing at the little house on the right, where I created a bigger shadow. And you can create depth and structure with it too. I just love those antennas built there for the TVs. I wonder what they're watching. We have houses like this in the center of our city, and I really like looking at them when we go downtown. So I'm using a kneaded eraser there. Just a Faber-Castell one. It's probably the best I can find, and I use one per year probably. The Nero LED just lifts up very nicely with it. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so we're done with the little illustration. A bit messier than I would have liked, but I was getting close to half an hour, so this will have to do. A group of haunted houses. You can see why. Can you see? Can you see why? So, as you might have noticed, I only used um, these two for the little drawing, the Nero 2 block and the Nero 2 pencil, both by Cretacolor. I really like these two mediums. I wanted to show you how they can blend or um, make marks and different kind of textures. It's very nice. They go nicely one on top of each other, layers and layers, and nicely done bats. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I know it was a long one, probably, I don't know, didn't edit it yet. But I think it's gonna be, as usual, on longer side. But I hope this was informative for you, and you can get these if you liked the little review. Now you know how they look, or maybe you know how they act on paper, and they're not that messy. I can say I got a huge amount of them on my hands, but yeah, they're very good. They lift well with the erasers, no matter what kind of erasers you use, and they blend well with paper stump or your fingers or whatever you want. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. It's awesome that you guys are here. Comment down below if you ever tried these products or if you want to try these products, and if so, which one would you choose? Which one suits your needs most? And thank you for being here. Yeah, hit the notification button so you can know so you can know when I post. And like this video, because apparently that really helps. Like the video. Don't dislike, like the video. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Also, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel, because I like that. Okay, okay, okay. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.